Hey, nice to meet you. So my name is indeed Elisa Giovannetti, and I am a clinical pharmacologist and associate professor at the Vrije Universiteit of the Amsterdam University Medical Centers. There are two universities which are both working in these medical centers. And in particular, I'm working at the Cancer Center Amsterdam, of course, in the Netherlands. And I am also elected chair of the pharmacology group called the PAM of the EORTC, which is the European Organization for Cancer Research and Treatment. And I'm also happy to be a member of the European Pancreatic Club. Indeed, my research is focusing mostly on pharmacology and the mechanism underlying, unfortunately, chemoresistance in pancreatic cancer. So because of that, of course, I'm glad to be in contact with your organization. Okay, well, pancreatic cancer is disease which, unfortunately, as pharmacologist, I can tell you, is typically resistant to most therapies. And despite we had an improvement of the survival rates in the last years, and now the overall survival rate is about 11% at 5 years for all stages of pancreatic cancer, compared to other tumor type, this tumor has still a very poor prognosis for most patients. So we feel that conducting research, and in particular both basic research, translational and clinical research within the field of pancreatic cancer is a urgent priority. So because cancer research will be crucial in order to improve what we need for pancreatic cancer, which in my opinion is essentially to have a early detection, so be able to catch this tumor earlier, and also to improve the treatment of this cancer in order to ensure the patient better and longer survival and also better quality of life. Mm-hmm. And in order to achieve this objective, our research is trying to improve the knowledge about the mechanism which are causing this peculiar multifactorial resistance of pancreatic cancer, because we would like to prevent or overcome this mechanism and at the end have treatments which hopefully are more effective. Mm-hmm. And we are also looking for biomarkers which could guide us in order to select, so for the choice of the best treatment in the patient. And of course, in order to perform all these studies, we need the support from funding agency, because we need young, talented researcher who can be dedicated to these efforts and essentially can bring their new ideas and their passion and also the ability to apply new technologies in order to get the results we would like to achieve. Yes, definitely. And I really feel this initiative is beneficial because somehow sharing young researcher means sharing ideas, improving their expertise and the ability to use resources in different parts of Europe and of the world. So it's a win-win situation for both the institution which send the researcher and the institution where the researcher is going to perform his short stay internship. So because it's about creating networks and also strengthening a collaboration between the scientific community. And so we really appreciate this kind of opportunity, which, by the way, I think it started recently, and it's also important to, in this peculiar moment of that we are living, because, you know, unfortunately, we had in the last year this pandemic, which somehow had an adverse impact on research at a different level, and also, of course, about the possibility of the people to have experience in different labs. So this is like opening again a window of opportunity, which is very important. So, so the cooperation that we had set in place for Dr. Mjriam Capula to come in our institution is a great example of that, because she's coming from a university in Italy, which is connected to a hospital with Professor Luca Morelli, where they are performing a lot of pancreatic cancer surgery. And here at the Cancer Center Amsterdam, we have very good infrastructure for laboratories, so we can essentially complement the clinical expertise with laboratory expertise, and hopefully she can come back to our institution with some good results that hopefully can be then used also in the clinic. But of course, we have to wait to validate and so on. But that's the final aim. I think that supporting young researchers in doing research on pancreatic cancer and expanding their knowledge and network is one of the best ways. So stimulating additional networking is another important action. Essentially, as said before by many people, research is the door to tomorrow. So the idea is that most advances in medical research are coming from this kind of maybe even small investment in people who are able to perform good basic and translational medical research. So essentially you are investing in science, and I think investing in science will increase the knowledge, and that can hopefully improve in the future the well-being of many people, including pancreatic cancer patients. So I think that from this point of view, the way that you are working is perfect. So investing on young people and investing on networking and investing on knowledge and science. That is the way. Okay, well, the research carried by Mjriam will focus on a very new and hot topic, which is microbiome. It's something that it's emerging from many studies now, the contribution of different microbes to carcinogenesis, but also what we are more interested in is chemoresistance. And this is just beginning to be explored. And so far, most studies focused on the identification of some specific microbiota. And we are going to build on that because Mjriam, also thanks to the collaboration with the microbiologists which are working here in Amsterdam, will be able, and they are located at ACTA, it's also good to remember them, they will be able to build some new models where the bacteria can enter in the cancer cell. And this is something that will help us to explore indeed how this is changing the behavior of the cancer cells, in particular when they are exposed to the drug, and how the bacteria unfortunately can make this cancer cell resistant to the different drugs that are also used as a standard treatment in the patient in the clinic. Because when we know which are these mechanisms, we might indeed then understand which can be the way to prevent or overcome these, and also think about new collaboration, multidisciplinary collaboration with indeed microbiologists and different scientists in order to set up assay that can be useful to find the biomarkers that can be useful to predict indeed again which therapy should be given to each patient, and also again find a way to improve the way the therapy are made to overcome this resistant mechanism caused by the bacteria. So it's a new world, very fascinating. Hopefully, some of the data that Mjriam will be able to achieve can help to put additional knowledge which is much needed. And when she will be back to Pisa, of course, then there she has a lot of patient samples where she can further investigate what she will study in Amsterdam.
Wow.